Hello and welcome into another monthly update for the price action of Bitcoin. In this August update, we are going to do a recap of what was expected in July and provide a likely outlook for what's expected in September. Stay tuned. Let's dive into our chart. Let's start off by doing a recap of my last monthly update for Bitcoin, in which I have stated that a huge breakout is ahead. In my video, I have mostly focused on this range here from the 27th of June till the 9th of July, when this upside movement has been made, and speculate on why I thought that from there we are to see a decrease below this ascending support level here, and for a breakout to the downside in a more sustainable downtrend. So let's watch the insert from the video. Now, because we have seen a 5-way move to the downside, a 3-way move to the upside, and another 5-way move to the downside, this could be labeled as another ABC correction of a higher degree. In that case, we have seen a 3-way move again to the upside, which could be corrective in nature and can be another ABC of a lower degree time frame. As the prior move to the downside was labeled and assumed to be an ABC, this next structure that developed could have been a 5-wave impulse to the upside out of the next impulsive move, but I provided further explanations on why I believed that this was a more likely one. This impulsive move to the downside was made and it entered the territory of this wave structure here, which invalidated the possibility of this being a start of an impulsive move. Let's just delete this again, but this is again invalidated because the price moved impulsively into the territory of this first wave, and is why I have been expecting a push to the downside. On the 14th of July, I have opened what I considered a perfect short with price open at around $9,282 and was already in profit. Even though I was expecting a decrease in the form of a 5-wave impulse, I have outlined the possibility of another bullish projection, but looked at this level here as a pivot point and an early point of indication, saying that if the price continues moving above it, the possibility of lower lows would get invalidated. My assumption is that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a first subwave of the next move to the downside, in which we are going to see this higher degree count being an impulsive move. But going back to this minor one, this is something I'm looking at the moment. But again, from the current increase, we are going to see if this count gets validated or not, because like previously, what previously was said on the higher degree time frame, I would expect that this level gets respected. And if the price continues moving to the upside and enters the territory of this first wave here, this count will also be invalidated. And finally, I have outlined a third possibility of this ending as a 3-way structure, which is going to be the 5th subwave of the even higher degree count, from which we are yet to see the upside move for the price of Bitcoin. Another possibility, which can be bullish, we can see that this structure here has made a 3-wave decrease. So this can either be another ABC on the lower time frame. If, however, the price continues moving to the upside in a 5-wave manner, that would bring this whole count to a completion, and would bring this whole structure to be a complex correction, potentially having this being some kind of an A, B, C, D, E triangle. But definitely, as the price approaches this highly significant point at the triangle's apex, we are about to see a major move that is going to dictate a major trend in the upcoming period for the cryptocurrency market, and of course the price of Bitcoin itself. This is why I have closed my short position, took profits, and then entered long. This is the beauty of Elliott wave trading and Elliott wave theory. It can provide a market context and an early indication of whether or not you should be in a position. As I ended the last outlook with saying that if the price continues moving to the upside above $9,195 area and enters the territory of this presumed first subwave of the move to the downside, a breakout to the upside would be most likely, with the price of Bitcoin continue to increasing in the upcoming period. This is why of the 21st of July I have published this chart in which I outlined that the price of Bitcoin is now headed to $9,525 area. But this could still be a corrective move, and I was anticipating to see a validation of this possibility. The price continued increasing from the breakout level and made a high of $9,682, but then fell back below the starting point of this last impulse here, indicating that a correction could be seen. But we have seen another upside move when the price broke out above this horizontal resistance level here and continued increasing further. As the bullish momentum continued and the price broke out above the major horizontal resistance levels, it was evident that we haven't seen a corrective move and that we are seeing instead an impulsive move. As the price came up to $11,300 area, I have called out for the completion of this fifth wave and the beginning of an ABC correction. An ABC correction indeed occurred in a slightly different manner, but after the correction took place, we have seen the five-wave move to the upside, which was a lower degree one, and it was most likely the ending point of this higher degree five-wave to the upside around $12,100 area. As the price reached $12,100 area on the 2nd of August, it impulsively fell down by 12.76%, coming to $10,552, but proceeded to snap back to around $11,100 area in a matter of hours, as this is in hourly chart. The amount of impulsiveness seen has led me to believe that the price would continue moving to the downside in the same manner after this structure here was developed, because like in the prior case, the price of Bitcoin continued moving below the territory of this increase here from the 2nd of August. This is why on the 4th of August I have projected a decrease to around $10,400 area and outlined the possibility that we are going to see a five-wave impulsive move that could be the C wave of the higher degree ABC correction that started. As the price found support here on the higher high around the $11,100 area and continued increasing from there, breaking above this horizontal level here, the possibility of continuous decrease was invalidated. After the price continued increasing and formed this ascending channel, it reached $12,100 resistance level again, and this is why on the 11th of August I put out another newsletter in which I warned that the price has came to the sell wall from which we have seen a steep decline and is likely to proceed moving to the downside significantly lower. A decrease was seen of around 7.58%, with the price coming to $11,125 before continued increasing again. It later ended breaking the horizontal resistance level and coming to around $12,489. As the price of Bitcoin broke the $12,000 mark, we have seen the return of the cheering sentiment, and is why I have warned that we are most likely seeing a fake out. In my newsletter in the 17th of August, I have warned that this is a fractal from the prior fourth wave of a higher degree, and is most likely that the price of Bitcoin is going to continue decreasing further and makes a consolidating range before another impulsive move to the upside should be seen. On the next day, the 18th of August, I put out another newsletter in which I go into detail on the price action and have outlined the two possibilities, a bullish and a bearish projection that was going to be validated by the current expected move either to the upside or to the downside. And I have stated that if we see a breakout below the horizontal resistance level and the price is going to enter the territory of this lower range, a bearish projection is in play, in which we have seen an ABC to the upside previously. But if the price continues moving to the downside to the horizontal resistance level and continues increase for another higher high, then the bullish projection is in play, and from the 12th of August we have seen a 5-wave move of a higher degree to the upside, from which the price of Bitcoin is going to continue moving higher as a breakout from this range has been made. Now that the price came down actually exactly to my projected target at around $1,400 area, we have seen a bounce, but this bullish possibility was invalidated. So this prior increase has ended as a ABC correction to the upside, and is why now we have seen the start of a descending move altogether. The price continued increasing from the 23rd of August and made a higher high yesterday, but from the yesterday's high at around $11,846, we have seen a decrease of 4.33%, measured to today's low at around $11,332. As you can see, a lower low is being made, and the price increase ended as a 3-wave structure to the upside, which is why we are now likely to see further lows for the price of Bitcoin below the 11th of August. As now we have a validation that the descending move from the 17th of August is another corrective one, we can label this as another ABC correction of the higher degree count from the 7th of August, which could look something like this, and is going to be the ending point of this corrective move from the 2nd of August. This whole correction from the 2nd of August could end on this decrease here that would retest its first low level around the $11,000 area, or could continue pushing the price lower to retest this significant ascending trend line, which is indicative if we project the length of this presumed A wave onto the presumed ending point of this B wave. In that case, the price of Bitcoin will fall back below the $11,000 mark, but would mean that we have seen this correction from the 2nd of August ending, After the completion of this descending move, which is another corrective count to the downside, we are likely to see this WXY correction ending, and with it the fourth wave of higher degree count, which is why then after further retests of either this horizontal support levels here or slightly below it, we are likely to see another impulsive move to the upside, which would be this ending fifth wave. The price has been in the bullish period from the 15th and 17th of March, when this descending move has been made. The price started its upside trajectory. From there till the highest point made in August, we have seen the price of Bitcoin increasing by 181.77%. If the price continues increasing like expected, that would bring to a total of increase by 211%, and is why the price of Bitcoin could then continue to develop its first significant correction that is going to push back the price potentially even below this 0.5 Fibonacci level at around $9,000 area. But before that, we are definitely going to be seeing the retests of these horizontal support levels here, and we are yet to see where the price lands its current downside trajectory. Looking a bit back onto a macro perspective, prior to the breakout we have seen in July, this could have been still an ABC correction to the upside in a three-way manner, after which the price of Bitcoin could have continued moving downside below the low made on March. But as the price broke out impulsively to the upside, making higher highs, this count was invalidated, and instead we are most likely seeing this five-wave impulse out of the next subwave of the next bull cycle that is going to potentially push the price of Bitcoin above the $20,000 mark to the new all-time highs. The price action of Bitcoin has started decreasing again and is likely ending its correction from the 2nd of August. This is why shortly after we are going to expect the impulsive move to the upside, which will be the final one. This one would be expected to lead the price to around the $13,000 area, but we are yet to see what happens. If you want to stay tuned with my latest price expectations, make sure to join my free mailing list. You can get notified every time I put something out, so try not to miss out. Cheers and happy trading.